Hello again. So I'm back for another sit down at this and just random crap that I don't know. So anyways, I think I've got this sound business sorted. Maybe we'll find out later when the sound spikes again, inevitably, like whenever we go into combat. Let's see, or when they decide to bang on those taiko drums, because I assume that's what those are. Who knows? Anyways, so welcome back to this. As of this recording, I have just created the channel that these videos are going to go up on, and I uploaded one of the videos after watching a few of them back, and gotta say, less than impressed. But you know what? Fuck it. This is a hobby, right? Also, YouTube's really confusing. Like, I feel like way back when, it was more evident where like something like upload was, But that might just be me. But yeah. Anyway, so we have a video up now, and that's it's gonna be interesting. Anyways, so let's start building an army over here. Might as well. Should I get ninjas? Remains hidden anywhere whilst walking. Kisho training. I don't know what Kisho training is. Anyways, but yeah, so welcome back to Shogun 2. Anyone who is watching, or chances are, if anyone is watching this, is probably watching much after the fact, and are watching them in sequence, possibly binge watching them. Who knows? So yeah, I'm. To introduce myself, since I've made my channel and everything, I am Jack the Magic Walrus. I'm not sure where that name came from. It just kind of came to me. I'm sure I'm probably stealing someone's name. Well, it is my name, so fuck them. Anyways, there's something else. Oh, the mod that I'm using here. It's called Radius. R-A-D-I-O-U-S. Not Radeon or whatever I was saying earlier. It's Radius. Yeah, so fun stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna start using this. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna use that ninja instead of giving me more movement speed, or movement, area, range, I guess you could call it. I'm just gonna start using this ninja to, I'm gonna plop him down here and monitor the Ogigatsu. So they have a bunch of Ashigaru, some Katana Samurai, some Light Cav. Okay, so Yari Samurai. So let's see if I can outvalue their units. So we have some more Bogo Ashigaru, so that's going to be 2 more. So for that stack, 5 bowmen, a handful of the 5 bowmen, 3 bomb throwers, 1 mangonel, 2 generals. Not a light samurai. Should probably get something. Should probably get something more like offense oriented. Oh wait, no, because it was gonna be right. I want 2 more of these. Yeah, there we go. Then we have 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. There we go. Then over here, because we're good on money for now, so you know what? Let's start building another army over here. So we'll start out with the 5 of you, and I'll build an Ashigaru unit over here, which will be the sort of precursor to grabbing attack by fire and getting more mangonels and getting a siege army rolling around. A dedicated siege army, I should say, instead of just an army that has some mangonels in it. No, fuck, okay. Alright, so I haven't talked about this yet, but you know what? Fuck it, we'll talk about that later when I actually go to do it. But diplomacy lets you do things like you can talk to your neighbors and various other clans that you've met, and you can ask them for things. You can say, like, hey, I want a trade agreement, which is what we have currently with the Takeda up here. They're giving us horses, and we're paying them 89. They're also theoretically giving us money from it, because now we have war horses that we're not using technically, so we're selling them or something. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but basically this trade route, we gain a certain amount of money from it, and they gain a certain amount of money from it. If I actually scroll over it, we can see the Hojo, I am getting 109 gold from it, and am importing war horses. They're getting 289 gold from it. So theoretically, as far as gold is concerned, they're getting the better deal. But at the same time, I'm getting access to war horses, something that if I really wanted, I'd have to come over here to Kai and conquer their province. Because I'm pretty sure that the war horses are coming from Kai. They might be coming from North Shinano, because they own both these provinces, and I'm not sure. Oh, wait, no. Okay, so when you're looking at this stuff, because it's like the fog of war, and I think this is a really cool thing that they do for Shogun 2, where it's like a painting, you know? And then as you find it, like, the terrain becomes 3D. Otherwise, it's just, like, painted onto a map, and I think that's awesome, and I wish they did that for more of the games, instead of just being, like, darkness in the distance, you know? Like, figuring out how to do something like this. But, you can see, like that little circle there that has the gate. I don't remember what they're called. They're something gates. These little circles designate special resources in that province. So North Shinano doesn't have any special resources because they've got a farm, they've got a town, but they don't have anything else. Which means that the war horses must be coming from Kai. South Shinano has like masonry. They have cool bricks and stuff, and that'll make it cheaper. Because all these special resources do things. Like for instance, I have the gold here, which does the money. This one has a port because not everywhere has ports. It allows us to make and recruit boats and just other fun stuff. Like it's mostly boats. It just also adds to like town growth and things of that nature. And oh my god, they're making even more. Yeah, we're good on money. So the next few turns are going to be more or less nothing but building up armies. So, oh, here we go. See, Kikawa, there's the symbol for horse. Go figure, it's a horse. And Kyoto, this right here, this is one of the places that we have to capture. So once we have sort of fortified and really made like a buffer zone on our eastern front here, I'm going to just head west. And as I've mentioned before, I don't really like doing the whole like, oh, I vassalize them, they're my vassals, because then you have to deal with all this diplomacy nonsense to keep them happy, and you have to do all this just kind of bullshit. I like just spreading like a virus and taking over everything as I go. I know it's probably not the optimum way of doing it. I might vassalize some of these people on my east just because, like I said, look at these places. They're fucking like just massive provinces and there's not a whole lot of them. So I might vassalize some of these guys just to create like a buffer zone between my my place versus my enemies in the east, like the Date or the because the Date are way the fuck up here, and then the Uesugi are right here in Echigo. And yeah, it's gonna be unfortunate. Anyways, so our ninja, so we can see here, art mastered, way of the bow, cool. So we're not hurting for money, so I'm not gonna bother with these yet. So we're gonna come back to the working on attack by fire, just so that we can start getting towards our full siege sort of implementation. And then we also have our ninja was detected twice. I'm not sure. It means 2 different people spotted him, which is a thing. Okay, so I don't think I mentioned this. The ninjas, unlike the other 3 agents, monks, geisha, and Metsuki. Metsuki are like cops or something. I'm not entirely sure. They're like magistrates. But the ninjas, when I'm moving them around on this, in this place, no one can see them but me until they're detected. Once they're detected, you know where they are. So chances are both these generals, and possibly even this city, because if you're standing next to a city, they might just, like if you're standing in their province, you might just randomly be found. So it makes it harder because, like, for instance, you can see this is the stuff I can do. I can sabotage the castle gates so that when I come up to attack it, the castle gates are open, but it doesn't really work out because the castle gates are kind of pointless. Or, well, charging through the gates are kind of pointless unless I want to get cavalry through them. But otherwise, it's just a better idea to have my infantry climb up the walls and then start fighting on the inside, possibly then claim a gate, push them back in the gate, and then push my cavalry through, because otherwise the gate becomes this choke point, so that all they have to do is they have many more, and I don't know if this actually matters, I assume it does, but they have more models. Like, you can think of it like models. They have more guys spread out attacking less of my guys, because my guys are having to push through this gate, as opposed to having like a full front of equal. You know? I don't know. And then there's Sabotage Army, which means that this army wouldn't be able to move. Which is... but right now, I'm not worried about it. And then, of course, Assassinate. I can kill the 2 generals. One of them's a daimyo, and the other one is the son and heir to the daimyo. The son and heir is obviously easier to kill because there are less people paying attention to him. However, if you look at these numbers, 44%, 36%, these actually, I think these get modified when our ninja's been detected. Either that, or they now know who did it. Because I believe if you don't know who did it, if you were to assassinate somebody, or one of your guys was to get assassinated, but no one really knows, but I didn't know their ninja was around, then it may just flat out say, yeah, no, he died, and we don't know why. Let's see. Anything else I want to do right now? Just build up more armies, because I have a surplus of cash, and I want more armies. So that's 3, 4, 5. Then we have 2, 3. So let's see, how am I going to build that siege army? So if we go with like 5 mangonels, that leaves us with 15 left. If we account for 1 being a general, because I like having a general in every army. You don't need one, but I like having one. Just because they give those bonuses, you know. But you know what? For the siege ones, I don't think I'll use them. I think I might just keep the siege armies without generals, and then their backup armies will have generals, just because, I don't know, fuck it, I guess.
Riding down fleeing enemies or driving off missile troops. This fast, light cavalry are vulnerable against well-trained infantry.
Where did I train light cavalry? Oh, okay, so light cavalry are a real unit in the game. However, the mounted katana Ashigaru are not a real unit. You can kind of tell because unlike these guys who have like painted pictures where they're like, you know, you can see the difference where this is just like a picture of what it's probably going to look like once we get on the field. That's because these guys only belong to this mod, and I guess I just didn't make a picture for them. But yeah, so here we go. Okay, so we have 3. Okay, let's see. So this army is going to be full in a moment, because I'll have the 3, 4, 9, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, I can get one more. Yeah, see, these elite ladies are as deadly as they are elegant and carry the fearsome Naginata. Fuck it, we'll get another Hojo Bomb Thrower. Because why the hell not? We'll see how they work out. I think, because the last time I was using them was before I really kind of understood some of the, like the skirmish button toggle, which is something that, if you can see they can do. They can skirmish, because not all units can. Like, for instance, the Yari Samurai cannot skirmish because, well, what's the point of having spears if your spears are just going to run away as soon as someone gets close to them? However, it makes more sense for people like the very lightly armored bomb throwers to run away as things get close, or the but archers to run away as things get close. So this one is going, that one's going. So let's see, we have, if we do 5 mangonels, because I think that's a decent number, because I like doing things in sets of 5. So if we have 5 mangonels, we're going to want some defensive capability for that. So maybe 4 or 5 spearmen of some sort. Probably Yari Samurai. And which brings us to 10. Then I don't really need as many Boashigaru as I am currently building. I don't need 5 of them. Let's go with 3 Boashigaru just to help keep things away. If we go with the 3 Boashigaru, 5 Mangonels, 8, 5 Yari, 13. You know, fuck it. Let's just build it this way. So we have the 3, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's just... Okay. I'll come back to that. Oh, so the Uesugi were destroyed, and you can see on this map, because the Takeda decided they didn't want the Uesugi around. Because I think the Uesugi and the Takeda start as enemies, so... Because, like, we started, for instance, we started with the Ogigatsu as our enemy. All clans start with 1 enemy and 1 person that they're trading with. I believe that the Uesugi might start with the Takeda as an enemy. Maybe? I don't actually remember. No, I think the Takedas start with whoever's in North Shinano as an enemy. And then, I think just now, one of them started a war, and then the Takeda finished it. So, yeah. Poor Uesugi. Poor monks. Anyways. So, okay, so we have... Do we have a full stack yet? No, next turn we'll have a full stack there. Then over here we have that going. Then over here, let's see, we have how many units are here? 3. No, hold on. Yeah, I don't need to do that. Let's just build. Fuck, let's start building a big samurai unit. So we'll start with like 1, 2, 3, 4 of you, and then we'll dump some Naginata samurai in as some backup, some more offensive backup. So the Naginata samurai, the reason like I'm still using the Yari samurai, even though the Naginata are theoretically like a quote unquote upgrade, is that the Naginata samurai they're not as defended, if that makes sense. They have a bigger bonus versus like infantry. They have a higher like attack, but they're not as defended. Like they don't have as much defensive capability, unlike the Yari samurai, who have like more. I think they have more armor. They have more melee defense or something like that. Which I just enemy ninja. Who? Oh, the Satomi. Okay, so the Ogigatsu are at war with the Satomi, who are these guys over here. So that's actually a benefit for us, because if we just leave our ninja sitting here, there's a chance that we'll watch this army just walk away, and we can swoop in and just take out Musashi. So let's see. So I believe that's a full stack, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It is a full stack, but for some reason this one looks fuller than that one. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so it's a full stack. So when I do this, if there's one that's a full stack and then one that's not, I can theoretically, like, trade units like that. And I can hit the trade exchange button, but I'm not going to do that because, well, I don't really want to. Let's see. Can I take these guys? They have a whole lot of Yari-Yashigaru. Some Boashigaru. Then I have a lot of weird stuff going on. Alright, let's see. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Move you up here. Recruitment. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Yeah, fuck it. We'll finish building this Ashigaru unit over here. So what I'm doing is I'm canceling the recruitment, which they're saying like, hey, do you sure you want to cancel this recruitment? Because people like, for instance, the Boashigaru, if I put them in and it's like, oh, you have 2 turns till they're made. And then I wait a turn. The next turn, I'm like, well, I guess I don't want to build this first. And I'll go, like, cancel recruitment. They're like, are you sure? You'll have to start over from 2. But they'll still give me, like, my money back. In case you didn't notice, I now have 7,000 gold. Well, that's because they gave me my money back for recruiting them. So that's 3, the 3 bow, the 5 Yari. So as long as I leave room for 5 more, the 5 mangonels will be fine. So if I do 3, 5, so I want this to equate 15, and it equates 8 right now, which means I need 7 more units. So if I do like 3 bonus versus cavalry, and they don't have really much of any bonus, but they have a charge bonus. You know, we'll do 2, 3, 4 view and 1, 2. Okay, so if I have enough money to recruit them, but the problem is that I could only queue up so many units per city and town to recruit. So over here we're going to recruit mostly the defensive army that's going to defend Izu, which is going to be Bo Ashigaru, and I probably will give some katana and Yari ninjas just because I can have them here. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be it for that. So next turn we can build an encampment. So we have a lot of money, so you know what? And we have a lot of money and we're not recruiting any more armies, so let's just start upgrading things. Let's see, armor. Ooh, master armor, that's nice. What is this? Minus 10% cost of recruiting land units in the province, cool. Plus 10% replenishment rate, awesome. 3 for warrior monks, Kisha ninjas, and siege weapons, awesome. 3 for our 3 armor and all that, cool. And then over here, there's fucking nothing. Which is totally fine for now. Because Sagami is going to be our main army building place for now. Because I'm going to be getting that armor bonus. And we've actually been running... We're close to 22, 23 minutes, and that's about where I want to ultimately have these episodes be, around 25 to 30 minutes, which totally works for me. So attack by fire, cool. So sadly, even though you're seeing that this guy has like a musket, you don't get the muskets until you have gunpowder mastery, and then you can start unlocking the muskets and stuff, because the muskets are pretty cool. I like the muskets. I've never really mastered. It's like I've never really mastered the use of the muskets, but they function similar to, say, how I would have the. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Let's put the mangonel in there right now. So we have 4, which means we have room for 1 more here. No wait. So we do that. So which means we have room for 1 more here. And we'll start doing other stuff. Anyways, so that'll be it for this episode. I'll start basically right here. But I have no real way to edit these right now because I don't have any editing software, because editing software is kind of expensive and the free stuff uses puts a watermark. So for now, this will just be how I do it, where I just manually stop recording and then start recording the next episode. So see ya in a moment.